What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Hawk Talk. Alongside Knighthawks General Manager Dan Carey, I am Susie Cole. And the Rochester Knighthawks still undefeated after a big 15-12 win over the Buffalo Bandits last weekend. The second half playing a huge role in that win, going on a 5-goal run in the fourth quarter. Where did the team really settle in the second half of that game?
Yeah, I thought the first half was back and forth. They did have a 3-goal lead going into our half, and I think the message at half and intermission was get back to the basics and get back to what has made us successful throughout the start of the year. So going into the second half, it was a mindset of we had to come out with our game plan, and I thought we executed very well. I think it was back and forth game, and overall I thought to be able to come back against a team like that showed some resiliency.
Forward Ryan Smith absolutely going off on Saturday night. 9 points, a career high, 5 goals. What about this game against the Bandits allowed him to go off offensively?
He was taking the most of his opportunities, and I think Ryan, we've had conversations, I know I have and I know the coaches have, of being a little bit more selfish, because he's a very unselfish player and he tends to let his teammates kind of take the opportunities that sometimes should be his. So but Ryan Smith is a talent, and he's a guy that I think is just still scratching the surface of this league and on our team. So great to see him, finally kind of, we kind of say take the bull by the horns and go out and do what he did. So great to see.
All sights set to Friday night, when the Knighthawks will now take on the Halifax Thunderbirds for the first time this season. Halifax has lost their last 2. How hungry are you expecting the Thunderbirds to come out on Friday?
They're going to be a hungry team, and playing there is difficult. They got their crowd behind them, and they get a good rowdy crowd there. So this is going to be another tough task that we see. I feel like I say that every week, but these guys are a very good team, well-rounded, and I know they're going to have a lot to prove come this weekend.
Dan, thank you once again for joining me on this week's episode of Hawk Talk. The Knighthawks back in action on Friday night north of the border, taking on the Halifax Thunderbirds at 6 p.m. We'll see you next week, Knighthawks fans.